sad. It really is sad. It's not a good thing, man. Whoa, whoa, hold it there, Sally girl. Hold it there, Sally girl. Hold on there, Sally girl. Oh, unavailable. What the fuck? Yo, Kingpin, what's up, brother? What's up, brother man? What's up, what's up? Yeah, I know. I fell asleep last night. I guess eating too much. I ate too much food. I wish I could be an automatic rifleman, but oh. Holy shit, dude. Northwest, northwest. So northwest, up close, 5 meters.
Hey, where's that radio?
It's in the field.
It's in the field. What?
Middle of the field.
What the
Shout to northwest.
Nice.
We can't let them win.
Oh, what a shot. So, you know, if you could pay for it, so like my credit card, like the minimum payment on my credit card is I think like $80 a month, you know, but I pay $300 just so I can get it paid off quicker, but I don't know if you have any credit or anything like that. But honestly, you know, you could just put it on a credit card. I mean, if you can't pay it off, like I don't like if you can't like make your payments on it, like the minimum payment, or probably like a little bit more than minimum payment, then you know, like I wouldn't do it. But like to build up credit. Fuck, dude, I want to be a rifleman. There we go. Yeah, to like build up credit, you know, would be a good thing, you know. It's good for buying a car in the future, things like that.
Can we use the enemy machine gun for area kill? I'm gonna try to use their machine gun.
Hey, can we throw our
To the southwest, southwest.
Yeah, I'm on it.
He was asking if we could use their machine guns, but we can't.
The 5-year-old.
I saw it. I saw
Oh
that.
shit.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
What you want to say?
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Oh, hold on.
Sorry. What were you trying to say earlier? He was asking about the fucking if you could use enemy machine guns, and he found out you could.
Yo.
Where's the hot? I think there's gonna be a radio
Squad lead, I'll go
station.
right, you go left.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Squad lead, there should be a radio station here, right?
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Damn, dude, they can't hear me.
Crazy how we can see what they cannot.
You restart the game. Yo, Kingpin, are you still here, dude? Dude, my hair looks crazy right now. Yo, so like, just so you know, so like, I just want to like talk about something because this is like a big issue right now that I see going on, just like in America, bro. And it's better that you know the truth rather than not know the truth. And I swear to God, like, I'm not lying to you on this. This is the straight up truth, dude. So, like, I don't know if you heard, but there's been a lot of like media yesterday, last night, and yesterday morning on the legalization of marijuana. And the big captions in the media, which the Democrats own like 98% of the media, was that
Advance and secure.
which the Democrats that own like 90% of the media said that. Hold on, let me see some. Hello, hey, can you guys hear me? All right, dope. All right, thank you. Yo, what's up?
You want to know what we're supposed to be doing?
What's
right
up,
now?
Flores? So like,
Not a fucking clue. I'm waiting to find out.
Shoot shit.
Yeah, kill shit till we die.
what do I disconnect? Let me disconnect real quick.
We got a hab up right now.
So like they've all been, so like the media has been saying that like the Democrats are gonna legalize marijuana and whatnot. That's been like the main like news story that I've seen about that, which happened yesterday. So that's not even true. Well, it's true and it's not true. So the thing about it is so the main caption said that Democrats pass legalization of marijuana, and then and it's up to the Republicans to agree with it, or to pass it also. And they're saying most likely they're not going to pass it, blah blah blah, this and that. So that's true and it's false. It's true and it's false. So like the way it's true and it's false is this like the bill to pass marijuana is called the Moores Act, and the Moores Act has been going on for almost a year now. So the Moores Act has been going on for almost like a fucking year. And the Moores Act will legalize marijuana. So the Moores Act will legalize marijuana, and that's what they were talking about yesterday. So that bill has been going on for a year. So the main thing about that bill is that like for a long time the bill has been passed already. So like the majority of Republicans already agreed that they're gonna pass this bill on legalizing marijuana. So what happened was like earlier this year, so the Republicans came up with an offer to like pass the marijuana, and this offer consists of like, well, yeah. So I know I sound stupid right now. I'm just trying to put this out there as easy as I can, which I need to just say it. So like the Moores Act is to legalize marijuana. It's been going on for almost a year now, and each party has denied it, and each party has accepted it. Like they both accepted it, but they keep making offers. So it's almost like the stimulus bill. So it's almost like the stimulus checks. The Democrats have accepted that they need to do it, and so has the Republicans. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And the Republicans have been coming up with offers, and the Democrats will deny it because the Democrats want the credit for it. So then the Democrats will come up with an offer, and the Republicans will deny it because the Republicans want the offer. So they're not coming to an agreement on how they can give like stimulus money to everybody who's been working and who are out of work, or just people who have been working in general. So the legalization of marijuana, the Moores Act, is the same exact way. It's been going on for almost a year now. Like I've been following it since I was over in Africa on deployment. So what's been happening is they agreed to legalize marijuana. The majority of Republicans have agreed on the Moores Act, and so has the majority of the Democrats. And then so like they've been coming up with different tax and different percentages on how to legalize it, just like with the stimulus bill. So for instance, like in places where it's legal, like you can only grow up to 6 plants. You can only grow up to 6 plants where it's legal. And if you do any more, you'll get charged with a federal crime. You'll get charged with a felony. Then there's also laws on growing it. Like if you want to grow it and sell it to like if you want to grow marijuana and fucking sell it to a dispensary or sell it to a medical marijuana place, then you have to have like a certain amount of plants. Like let's just say an example which is false. You have to have like over 200 plants to sell it to a dispensary and to sell it to a medical marijuana place. And with those 200 marijuana plants, there's all these rules and regulations on what you need to do to actually sell it. It has to be strictly by the books to actually grow over 200 plants. Like, for instance, like you have to have it in a greenhouse, and you have to have a certain amount of lights. You have to have a certain light. You have to, yeah. So you have to have a certain light. You have to have them spaced out certainly. You have to have this. You have to have them in certain, like it's not exactly that, of course, but it pertains to like those type of rules. Yeah, for real, everybody is gonna be a pothead. Everybody is a pothead already. Everybody is already smoking. You know, the people who don't smoke now and don't smoke, they won't smoke. It's just like how it's in Canada. And everybody who wants to smoke is gonna smoke just like they're doing now already. It's just it's gonna be legal. And soldiers will be able to smoke, police officers, people in the government will be able to smoke. Like my brother works for the government, you know, but he can't smoke because he works for the government. Like he works with people who end up going homeless, you know. My brother works with that, but he can't smoke because he works for the government. It's a government job. So that's what's happening. So like they're passing. So like they're passing laws. Yeah, so like they're passing laws right now that. So they're making offers on. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so they're making offers on rules and regulations. So it's already been passed. So the Republicans have already passed it, and they've said, you know, oh, we want it like this, and it's certain tax percentages too. They're saying we want this, and we want this, and we want this, and then it'll be up to the Democrats to agree with it. But then they haven't agreed with it. Then they sent a counteroffer. Like the Democrats sent a counteroffer to the Republicans. They said, oh, we want this and this and this and this, and then the fucking Republicans have denied it. Then what happened next is the Republicans sent back a counteroffer to the Democrats, and the Democrats were supposed to answer them. Yeah, and the Democrats were supposed to answer them in in September. Then they said we're gonna hold off until November. Then they said we're gonna hold off till after the election, because they want to see what happens with the election. Which I think this has to deal with some type of corruption and some type of political statement, because this is what's going on right now. The Democrats own most of the news channels. They like Democrats have their pockets in Facebook, Twitter. They have their pockets in all of these social media things. The Democrats own CNN. I don't know if you know that. They own CNN. They own a bunch of these news networks. Like they have big profits in a lot of these news networks. So in November they said we're gonna wait till later on, till December. Then, you know, I was reading it actually like last week. They said that the Democrats were gonna answer the Republicans' offer on the MORES Act from December 1st to December 1st to December 14th. So now I look yesterday and they go, oh, the Democrats have voted to legalize marijuana. It's up to the Republicans. But what really happened is that the Democrats denied the Republicans' offer on legalizing marijuana, just like they've always been doing. They denied their offer to legalize marijuana, and they came up with a counter offer. So this has just been going back and forth, and now all these stupid people think that it's up to the Republicans to legalize it now, which it is, because they just made a fucking because the Democrats just denied it, and then they made a fucking counter offer. You know. Yeah, so just so you know, so you're informed, like it is up to the Republicans right now. Like that's not a fake statement, but the statement that Democrats have just passed it isn't fake either, but it's not absolutely true. Also, it's not absolutely true because yeah, I got the enemy's fob right here. I'm digging it down. Whoa! What the fuck, dude? Yeah, so it's not true and it's not false, but you see how like politicians can sway people and everything like that. Like that shit's crazy, dude. And all these people think that, you know, that right now all the social media, Facebook, news and everything, oh, it's up to the Republicans, oh, the Republicans are going to deny it, blah, 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 blah. It's already been accepted. The majority of Republicans have already fully accepted legalization of marijuana, and they've already tried to legalize it. They tried to legalize it twice. Like, the MORES Act has been passed already. That's how crazy things are, bro. That's how corrupt the government is on both sides, dude. On both sides. Like I'm telling you the dead truth. I've been following it for over a year. I've been following it extensively for over a year. Since about January. Since about December or January I've been following this. December 2019, 2020, like January. Like they both came to an agreement, then they would come up with different tax regulations and regulations on growing it and blah 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 and this and that.
People south?
Coming, sir.
Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy, dude. It's honestly crazy. And you know, I like what they need to do is just legalize it. Like they need to just legalize it and then go from there. And then go from there. If there's problems or whatever, you fix it after you fucking legalize it. There's not gonna be all these major fucking problems once you legalize fucking marijuana. Like that's not gonna happen. It's gonna help so many people out, dude. But it's just the fact of the matter is that all these people are being fed a lie. You know, like this has been going on for a year, like I said, and both parties have denied each other's counteroffer. The fuck, dude? Where is this guy? It's crazy, dude. Well, it was illegal because I think of racism back then, and just in general, like I think, like honestly, I think it was illegal because the government's super corrupt. The politicians has been super corrupt, and back then, you know, it was blatantly corrupt. They didn't really try and hide anything, you know, and I think it had to do with just racism and also with just corrupt government, dude. Just because Like, there's no one ever that has died from marijuana. Like it's not even proven that marijuana can even give you cancer, even if you smoke it. It's not even proven. You know, does it alter your state of mind? Yeah, sure it does. But like, I was just talking with this lady, like fucking like after Michael Phelps won 10 gold medals and fucking after Michael Phelps won 10 gold medals and broke 10 world records easily, completely destroyed them. He was caught smoking out of a bong. Like, some of the best athletes in the world smoke weed, like openly smoke weed. Ricky Williams,
Leadership skills.
David Gordon,
Leaders inspire me.
David Gordon for the Browns. He got kicked out. So many people's lives are ruined because of marijuana. Michael Phelps, like, there's all these people, all these UFC fighters. So many people who smoke weed who can't say they smoke weed because it's not legal federally.
Are we back capping or?
But you know, it's never even been proven that it's bad for people. And what really makes money is tragedy, war, depression, people that are fucked up. Like, all that shit makes money for the government. It makes money for the politicians.
It's okay. Just
So the war on drugs makes money for the politicians. Like, people drinking alcohol, people consuming alcohol makes money for all the politicians because it causes depression. People get addicted to alcohol. Once you start drinking alcohol, you need all of these, you know, people have all these health problems drinking alcohol. I know 10 people personally who have almost died from just drinking alcohol, have had problems with their bodies, like their livers shutting down. They had to get rushed to the hospital. People's bodies just shut down from drinking alcohol, like their body parts stop working. Like, all these things, and you know, that causes money for the government, all that shit, hospitals, government funded, all these different things, you know, is all government funded shit. So it does have a lot of benefits, and I think that's why there's so many benefits, dude. There's so many. Hey, pick me up. I'm over here. Pick me up.
there's an entire fob in there. Yeah, I go right next to you.
Pick me
In
up.
that building, they smoked out my warrior. I can't kill him, but I'm tracked.
Pick
as
me
well.
up. Pick me up.
There's an entire fob in there, dude.
Okay, stop.
Hey, pick me up. Throw smoke.
I'm fucking smoked out and tracked. I can't do a lot, buddy.
Fuck boy, pick me up.
And I just got in.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, and like corrupt people don't. It's sad, dude, but corrupt politicians, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. Like they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about your mom, your dad, your grandma. They would rather you guys die than live. They would rather die than live. You know. And that's the sad fact of the matter, dude. And like, the more that we suffer, the more money they'll make off of us, and then the more dependent we'll become off of the government, you know? And that's why it was illegal. And then also racism, you know, because they didn't want people of non-white ethnicity mixing they don't want people of non-white ethnicity mixing with each other, you know? White men mixing with African American women, or women of color, white women messing with white men. You know, they didn't want that. So, because that right there is making people healthy. You know, teaching people that they're equal and this and that. And now that we're in a day and age where there's like kids are being taught racism towards each other. It's sad, man. I went to go sign up to be a big brother over here in Tennessee, and the first thing I was told is make sure you teach the kids about white privilege. And I'm like, what? You know, and like that shit's pathetic right there, you know. And now we're gonna legalize marijuana. Like, it would have been good if legal. We kept it legal a long time ago, and had Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these other people. And I've gone through that already, like, because it was a racism factor back then with legalizing marijuana, and now look, we're going through all this fucking racism shit again, dude. I wanna ride that motorcycle, bro.
I got
I
you.
don't know where these people are at.
This guy said he's gonna drive. I think he knows how to drive. Just a little locked up guy. I don't know what he's doing.
Bro, who is shooting at me? I don't even know what's going on. We need to create another fob. It's not gonna stop. So as long as there's this stigma that black people are different than white people, like there is differences between us, yeah. Like there's differences between anybody that's of different ethnicity, but it's not physical differences. Like what I mean, like physical, like there's a thing that, you know, like I personally don't believe at all that black people have bigger dicks than white people. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, my dick is enormous, and I'm not completely black. Like, do I have a little African in me? Of course I do. You know, I have a little bit of everything in me. Probably the least amount in me is like pure Caucasian, but there needs to like when I watch porn, you know, I'm like, I don't know how else I can say this, but like everybody's dick is the same size. Like white people have just as big as dick as black people. like when I watch porn, you know, and that right there is fueling racism, to say white people are any different, you know. And there's, from what I see, dude, I feel bad for white people, bro, right now. Like I feel like there's an endless amount of racism towards white people, and like I think it's fucking pathetic. Like when I went to go sign up to be a big brother, they said make sure you teach the kids about white privilege. Like I don't really know what white privilege is. Like I think everybody, as long as there's racism and stereotypes, everyone's gonna have a certain amount of like privilege and whatnot. Like, you know. I mean, yeah, I feel you, dude. Like I feel you. But the thing is like, dude, that happens with everybody. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, dude, white people get shot by the police just as much as black people. It's the same things that's going on. The only difference is, like the only difference between that is like the places with the highest crime are Latino neighborhoods and African American neighborhoods. But like statistically, like when it comes to like corrupt cops and everything like that, like white people are arrested more, and white people are shot more by the police, even when they're unarmed and everything, like, which is fucked up. Like when it comes to being harassed, like probably not, but when it comes to being shot and like just arrested in general, like statistically there's way more white people that it's happening to. Like I'm not, and you know, like I've experienced it myself plenty of times. Like I've dealt with the police so many times. Like my dad is Italian. You know, my dad is Italian and Native American, which he looks like he's Italian. I don't know. Where can we spawn? When are we gonna create a new fob? Like in a good place. Fuck it, dude. You know, like my dad's Italian and Native American, and my dad was a cop for 30 years. and we didn't live in the best neighborhood. You know, we lived in a pretty rough area, and you know, like I remember when I was little, we would pull out of my house, and my dad would get pulled over for suspicion, and I would be like 6 years old, and they would pull, and like I've been pulled over for suspicion numerous times, and you know, like I'll tell you what my dad told me to do, you know, which is what I always do. I've had a million altercations with the police. They pulled over my dad for suspicion about 4 or 5 times, and my dad, like, you know, he looks Italian, you know, like in our neighborhood, like literally in our neighborhood, they'd pull my dad over, and my dad would be like, what seems to be the problem? And he'd be like, oh, nothing. And my dad would be like, did I do anything wrong? And they'd be like, no, you didn't do anything wrong. And my dad would be like, well, why are you pulling me over? And the guy's like, oh, just for a little suspicion here and there. And my dad would be like, you know, I was on SWAT team for blah 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 for 15 years. My dad would be like, you know, I worked homicide, I was an undercover cop, I worked narcotics, I did this, I did that. And the cop's mouth would just drop. And my dad would say, how fucking dare you just pull people over just to pull them over? He's like, you're a police officer. You should be out there fucking looking for people who are doing criminal things, not harassing the neighborhood. You know, and for people to say that only happens to African American people, that's not true at all. Like I know that's not true. And like in my community, it's super diverse. You know, like there's white people living in the projects where I live. Like the fact of the matter is, the majority of my area is a lot of them. There's a lot of Latinos, but there's a lot of Caucasians. That the actual minority is probably like African Americans. It's a super poor area. Like the entire east side of my town is nearly all projects, and it's filled with Irish and Italians. And to say the stigma that like white people don't live in poverty or live in bad neighborhoods, and there's all this racism towards that, and that's only going to cause more and more and more racism, you know. I thought it was crazy when I would hear, oh, white people don't know this, white people don't know that, and like meanwhile, like I'm in a neighborhood full of Puerto Ricans and Cubans, and there's Irish kids that we grew up with who are like our brothers, and then there's a bunch of Jamaican guys who are like our brothers too. Like, and you're just sitting there and you're just like, I don't know where these people grew up, but, and of course there's communities that are there's cities that are entire African American, but like what I learned is like you don't know what another city is like, so you can't even speak on that shit. Like it's as ludicrous to me as saying, oh, black people don't live in poverty, black people don't know how it is to get pulled over by the cops. Like that's literally what, you know, people are saying. Oh, white people don't know what it is. White people, like it's literally almost probably the same exact thing. Like right now in this day and age, and even years ago, like Brooklyn was like the Wild West for Italians. Brooklyn was crazy. Brooklyn, the Bronx, everywhere. There's always been places that have extremely violent Caucasian neighborhoods. Extremely violent, like extremely poor, extremely violent. But the fact of the matter is that no one wants to focus on that. Everybody focuses on inner city Latino and inner city African American crime. They don't care what goes on in Charlestown or in Boston, Massachusetts. They don't care what goes on in Brooklyn. They don't care what goes on in all these places. Yeah, you know, and yeah, that's true too, you know, and that's another thing, you know, like and are there corrupt cops? Of course there's corrupt cops. Like of course there are, you know. Like I've dealt with cops who are corrupt. Like my one case, like my one case where I was a suspect in like a robbery, like it dealt with a corrupt police officer. And that one corrupt police officer fucking he was like, it was crazy. Hold on 1 second. Let me blow this fucking thing up. Fuck, dude. No fucking way. I will never do that again. God damn it. You know, like when I was a suspect in the burglary, my case was open until it got closed because I didn't rob anybody. Like when he first came to question me, he was like, you stole this from this lady, you did this, you did that, and I was like, no. I was like, I found this, and he's like, no, you fucking, like, you robbed her, you did it, and I was like, no, I didn't do it. The lady didn't want to charge me, nothing. And then just because I found something of hers, he linked me to her car being broken into, which didn't even happen in the same time frame of when I found her item that I did find. Nope. And I was labeled as a suspect of robbery for 7 years over something that I didn't do at all, just because this cop wanted to do this to me. Like I've had cops make me go swim in the lake for certain things, you know, and I've had cops pull me over for suspicion, and it's crazy, you know. And like I definitely like look Latino, you know, like in person. But all I can say is that I know that this same thing happens to white people in my area too. And a lot of the white people get looked at even worse because they're poor and white and ghetto. And like when you're poor, white, and ghetto and you live in a super impoverished area, other white people tend to think you're just straight up trash. And that's a nickname for white people who are poor and live in bad areas and who are super fucking ghetto. Is trash. There's no like people who are black and who are completely rich, they don't call poor black people trash. Like how fucking racist is that? Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's all this, and as soon as people stop looking at each other as different besides like our ethnicity, as soon as people start becoming equal and stop thinking there's any difference between anybody, like physically wise, if people don't stop doing that, then racism is never gonna end. Racism will never end. Like I was with my Cuban side. And the thing is, and the thing about that is like you know I'm Cuban, and me and all of my brothers look completely different. Like we look completely different. Like I have black curly hair, like, and I have pretty like medium skin tone. And then my one brother has straight brown hair. Yeah, my one brother has straight brown hair, and he has super dark skin. Super dark skin. Then my other brother looks straight up like a Spaniard. He looks straight up like Caucasian, you know? Like he's from Europe. Like he was born in Spain. And to say that I have different attributes than my one brother just because my skin is darker is honestly the most fucking racist thing someone can say. Like how racist is that? Or to say that my one brother who's super dark skinned has a bigger dick than me or has more swag than me just because he has darker skin. Like my one brother who's dark skinned, like people have thought he's been African American like numerous times. Like people, like literally I've been in places and people have been like, hey, who's that African American guy over there? Hey, who's that black guy over there? And it'll be my brother. It'll be my brother. You know? And who's to say that like people are different just because of the color of their skin? You know, that shit's fucked up. shit's so fucked up, dude. Do people have different features? Yeah, but like there's white people who have the same exact facial features as black people and vice versa. Like, just because you're black doesn't mean you have a huge nose and, you know, like, you're this or that. Like, there's white people who have the same exact thing. You know, like, it's crazy. You know. In graphic design, I already have my 2-year in it, so I already have my 2-year in graphic design. So I'm just gonna use my GI bill, which is dope as fuck. King, it's dope, dude. And it's crazy, man. It's spilling over to my family. Like I have my little cousin, you know, on my Cuban side, who's half Jamaican, you know, and he's half Cuban. And he loves me and my brother, and you know, we sort of look like him, you know, cause he's like Native American, like Jamaican. He definitely has African in him, but he looks more like he's Native American. And you know, he just loves me and my brother. He loves me and my brother. And I love him too, man. He's my little cousin. And we were having a big family party. And I have one Cuban cousin who's blonde hair and blue eyes, 100% Cuban, you know. And those are just our genetics, you know. We have the Spaniard gene in us, we have the African gene, and we have the Native American gene in us. And he went up to me and he's like, hey, I don't wanna play with Jose anymore. And I was like, why not? And my little cousin, who's 7 years old, tells me because he's white and racist. And I was like, what? I was like, who told you this? And he goes, the TV told me. He's like, I don't want to play with him because he's white. And I said, don't you ever say that about your family again. You know, this is what the TV is teaching us, that white people are different, that white people are racist. Like how can racism stop when I got my little 7-year-old cousin saying he doesn't want to play with his other cousin because he's white and racist, and the TV tells him that? What kind of shit is that, dude? Like, literally, what kind of shit is that? That shit's crazy, bro. And then I told him, I was like, listen, we're not like that. Like, you'll understand why we look the way we do. And, you know, he understands now. He's like 11, 12 years old now. But I told him, I was like, you'll understand one day why everybody in your family looks different. You'll understand why me and Nico and Eric, which are my 2 brothers, we completely look different from each other. And I told him, you know, like our people are different than the American people. Like, the American people haven't gone by this racism issue. Yeah, it is real. Crazy. It's super real. You know? And I told him, like America is still stuck that people are different just because of the color of their skin. And I told him, you know, in the Caribbean, that's not accepted. Everybody is completely equal. And it's for the fact that we are all inter race, like inter whatever it's called. We're all a mixed culture, you know. Like, it's where the term one love comes from the Caribbean. It's not one love that you love everything. It's one love that everybody is the same. Doesn't matter what color of skin you are or whatever. Like, you know. Yeah, I know, and that's why, like I don't know if you know what Big Brother is, but Big Brother is a program to be Big Brother is to be a I forgot what the word is. Like when a role model. Big Brother is to be like a role model or a role model or a mentor to a kid who doesn't really have a family, who who probably doesn't have a dad or a mom and maybe lives with their grandma, and their parents don't have enough time to spend time with them because they work. Oh my god, look at that guy! The parents don't have enough time to spend with them because they probably work dead-end jobs. And what I thought was great was Trump got rid of the culture appropriation law that was passed by Obama, which taught about white privilege and taught about how black people are. You know what's the worst thing? Like most black people, which I know you're African American, King. Most black people don't even like from a young age they're taught that all of them were slaves, that every black person was a slave, and that you were oppressed and this and that. Like, could you imagine if my mom told my one dark-skinned brother that he was a slave just because he was Mexican? Like, my Cuban family told us we came from kings. We came from kings and queens, and that's our culture. Like, do you know what that does to a kid to tell him that you're a slave, that you were a slave and nothing more, and that you've been oppressed, and that people hate you just because of the color of your skin? Like Latinos aren't told that, and I grew up with the majority of Latinos who look African American. Like, the majority of my friends who are Latino look African American, but we're not told that as kids. We're told that we come from great people, and Africa is a great country. And we're told that, you know, our history in these Latino countries is very pride and strong, and we're told we're not weak people, you know? We're not victimized, we're triumphant, you know. But that's what Obama passed in schools, to make sure you teach kids of color, kids of brown skin like me, and kids of dark skin like you, to make sure that they know that you've been oppressed, and to teach them that you came from a slave, and that white people didn't, and that white people have conquered you and did this and that. Yo, I gotta please fucking stop smoking it. Hold on. Yo, tell these fucking people to stop smoking the objective. Please, for the love of God. Tell whoever's fucking doing this shit to stop fucking smoking the objective. If you could, squad leaders, so nicely. You know, and that's why, like, when I went to go sign up to Big Brother, I gotta tell these guys. Yeah, you know, like, and there's a million reasons for that. Stop smoking the fucking objective. Stop smoking the fucking objective. Stop smoking the fucking objective. Stop right now. You're completely destroying all of us over there. For the love of God.
Dude, I'm not the one who fucking called it, alright?
Alright, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, we're getting raped over there because of smoke. Yeah, that would actually be perfect. You could fucking blow it up. Just let them know to get out of there. Because we have it completely surrounded. It's just we can't see. And they're throwing IEDs on us and just grenading us and shit. Alright, I got them to stop smoking the objective. You did a good job. You did a good job. I promise you guys have
I'm
been.
telling Squad Lead, I think he changed his mind.
Alright, yeah, I got them to stop smoking it. Yeah, but, like, Africa is such a great country. Like, especially its history. Like, there's a lot of bad shit going on in Africa. There always has been. But there's always bad shit going on all over the world, like there always has been. In Europe, whatever, like, Europe is no different. America's no different, whatever. But, like... Oh, shit, Haji's pulled up.
I think Britain is definitely the weakest faction in the game.
I like the ACOG. The ACOG is nice.
But you know, like the history of Africa is great. Like why aren't we teaching young African American kids how how great ancient Egypt was?
Now don't get me wrong, if you offered me an American 244 animal, I'd be happy
And
to
there's
take
been
up
plenty
that.
of times African countries have almost nearly completely controlled all of Europe. Like there's the Byzantine Empire, or whatever it's called, the Egyptian Empire. They've owned huge parts of Europe. Like, why is it only taught that the Europeans have enslaved the Africans and gone to Africa? It didn't even happen like that. Like, the Egyptian Empire was one of the most smart, strongest empires ever. Like, I think the only person to actually rule parts of Africa was Alexander the Great, and he didn't even go in there and fight, really. I think they just submitted to him because he was Alexander the fucking Great. But you know, and not even that, like the north of the United States has nearly always been free. Like there's nearly never been slavery in the north. Young kids taught about great African Americans who are free instead of just taught that you were a slave in school. Like, how fucked up is that? And it wasn't just African Americans, it was Native Americans that were slaves. It was anyone of color, anyone that was different. Irish people were slaves, but like, especially when it comes to young black kids, like there was great American patriots during the Revolution. Like, the first person to die in the American Revolution was an African American Native American. He was half, and the people in Massachusetts didn't even refer to him as a black guy. They referred to him as being mixed. They said he was a Native American, African American. He was a Native African American.
A lot of bad guys.
And he was literally the first person to die in the American Revolution. He was a businessman. He was a free man. He was a wealthy businessman in Boston, and he was leading the protests against the British. Why isn't there all these great things about him? His name was Crispus Attucks.
You know where I'm gonna go with this, right?
You know, that shit's fucked up, and that shit is only gonna fuel racism. Like, why aren't they taught about the first guy who won the Medal of Honor, who was African American during the Civil War? The first African American to win the Medal of Honor. His story is fucking unbelievable. He was shot, I don't know how many times. He was hit with shrapnel from like fucking artillery and shit like that. And I don't know how many people he killed. He kept fighting. And he saw the flag bearer, the guy holding the American flag. He saw it fall into the floor, and he ran over and held it up. And he said, as long as I'm alive, this flag isn't gonna fall. And that man kept fighting and killing people with the American flag in his arm during the Civil War. Like, why aren't kids told about this, you know? Alpha, heal me.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't pick you up either. I'm about to bleed out.
Hey, Salty.
You know, it's fucked up, dude. It's super fucked up. Yeah, like the first thing they wanted me one of the first, so when I signed up to be a Big Brother, which a lot of it is for poor Latino, poor African American kids, because it's mostly like in the inner city, and there are poor white kids in the program too, to be a role model for them. Literally the first thing they told me was to teach them about how white people are better than them, about white privilege. And that was when I just walked away. I walked away. I couldn't. I can't do that. I feel like I'd be talking to my little cousin and just telling them, hey, just because someone's white, someone's better than you, or they think they're better than you. Why? And then I have to explain to them what these people think. Shit's crazy, dude. Shit's crazy. If I ever marry an African American woman, I'm gonna tell my kid that he's a king and he's nothing less, and that he's the greatest person in the world, and I'll teach him about African culture, and I'll teach him that Africa was a great civilization, and I'll teach him about Cuba, and I'll teach him about Italy, and I'll make sure he realizes why the way he is. And I'll make sure I tell him that he comes from great people, and I'll teach him about great African Americans who've done unbelievable things for the country, like Crispus Attucks and Carney, the guy who won the first Medal of Honor, and countless other people. Like, that's how you end racism. And to teach him that there's no difference between him and a white person. But there's always going to be racism out there, no matter what. No matter what color you are or whatever, you're always going to experience racism. Like, I know that. Like, everyone
There's a bunch of enemies at this
knows that. But
vehicle right here with hats and lats that are trying to fuck me up. I need help. Yeah, he just fucked me up badly. Did he kill you?
yeah. And the craziest thing is like they won't show, like in movies.
We're working my way there, boss.
Like in movies about Latinos, especially with Latinos,
Just takes a little while.
all the movies are about Mexicans, are about Mexican neighborhoods, are about Mexican communities. You don't see movies about Dominicans growing up in the hood, or Puerto Ricans or Cubans. And the fact of the matter is because they don't want our culture to get out there, that we treat everybody the same, that there is no difference between us. We don't think just because someone's light skinned they're different. We're not going to make fun of them because they're light skinned. We're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. Like, they don't want our culture to get out there, because then that's going to, all these people in the government have their hands in their pockets for all these programs. Culture appropriation, Black Lives Matter, this, that. And they all sound good, but they're all victimizing people and making things a million times worse and spreading racism. Like, if they made a movie about a Cuban neighborhood that's super ghetto, there's gonna be kids that look Caucasian, and then there's gonna be kids who look African, and there's not gonna be any difference between them when they hang out with each other. They're all gonna be best friends. They're all gonna love each other, and they'd all treat each other exactly the same. But that's why you don't see movies about Cubans growing up with each other. Like, a lot of my best friends are Cuban, and we all look completely different. You know? And we're all like family. We all had the same problems growing up and everything like that. But you don't. They just show movies about Mexicans, and they all just look Native American. Like, you know, it's crazy, dude. This guy's gonna die. It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. I mean, there's no other way that people can release themselves. You know? There's no other way. Yeah, bro. I mean, honestly, like if we could, you know, people would smoke marijuana. But honestly, like we can't smoke marijuana because it's not legally federalized. So everyone just drinks themselves to death and drinks themselves to fucking depression and whatnot. And then it's true, there's a lot of people in the army that are fucking alcoholics because we can't smoke weed. God damn, dude. Getting wrecked, bro. Yeah, the military just in general. I mean, if they legalized pot, there wouldn't be an alcohol problem in the military. Probably no one would drink alcohol. I'm being dead ass serious, dude. Alcohol sales would go down probably like 85%. The only reason why so many people drink is because, like I said, they can't smoke. And people smoke anyways, and they get kicked out all the time. I know like 15 people personally, just me personally, out of the whole army, just me alone, I know like 15 people who have been kicked out for marijuana. And I'm literally fucking one person. I've ran out and in the fob twice now, and I haven't been shot at. To let you guys know. I mean, I'm running around perfectly fine. I've ran in and out of the fob fine and haven't been shot. I've been running in and out of the fob and haven't been shot, so.
Kind of bullshit is it?
He's not getting picked up, that guy.
Let's get it.
And all I gotta say, like the last thing I gotta say about that is the hardest people it's on about this whole cultural appropriation thing is people that are mixed, like especially like Caribbean people, because of just how we're a mixed culture. Because we don't agree with any of that, and it's hard on our family because we have people that look all different in the family. And then the next people would be African American women. Be the hardest.
Placements in silos. They put placements in
that'd be the biggest tolls that it takes.
That's some shitty stuff.
I feel bad for the American black woman. It probably has the hardest out of everybody. The American black woman. Just because, you know, they're labeled as not as pretty as lighter women. They're labeled as, oh, if you're lighter, then you're pretty. Like Latinas are labeled the prettiest girls because they're mixed and they're not completely dark skinned. Like how racist is that? Like that's some of the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life. Like that's why this whole color issue just needs to be gone, be completely gone. Like I, for one, think African American women are beautiful. They're just as beautiful as any other woman. I wouldn't have a problem marrying any type of woman, to tell you the truth. Like, so I just, you know.
Anyone else want to be squad leader? Because I want to be a medic. Never mind then.
This is dope, dude. We're like the Free Syrian Army going against fucking Saddam, or going against fucking the Assad regime.
These are lodges.
Sacrifice my life for grape.
SL, where are you?
Apparently our old squad leader left and he appointed me squad lead. No, I deployed to the border of Nigeria and Cameroon and in West Africa, which is Africa is super fucked up, dude. Nearly all of Africa is fucked up. Some places are better than others, but where I went, ISIS practically controls everything.
Yeah, we got a second tank squad now, guys, so should be able to get in one.
Alright, here I am.
Taking these lobbies.
Yes, we are.
What's up, Pug? Borrow this, like, after you're done with it, because I'm doing rocket arty again. Like how we did last time.
Hey, squad 3, are you taking that tank?
Okay, no.
Yeah. If you guys just want to join us, we can all be in one squad. It'll be a lot easier to communicate. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't want to
Yeah, for sure.
build it in the beginning first, because we got to get our hab set up, and then we'll do this crazy shit after.
Hey, one of you guys, whoever the fuck's doing the rocket stuff, would you guys mind going commander too?
Baby.
I don't have a plan right now. Cause no one's joined me, even though I made a squad.
Join my fuck. Just, your squad, just come with me.
Everyone's turning left. They're supposed to go right. Holy shit, dude. Hey, my squad got completely fucked up.
You can take the commander role.
not for me to have it.
This fucking cocksucker.
Hey, is that infantry fighting vehicle marker accurate?
Guys, I'm waiting to spawn somewhere. I'm waiting for a fucking hab to pop up.
Is that a tank? Hey, what vehicle is that mark? Is that a BMP or is that a tank?
What is that spawn?
Amp crate on me.
Rocket dude's right up here.
Oh, you're getting shot at to your right. Hey, he's up in the building up there. You see him? Yeah, up there. Yeah.
I got him.
You got him?
Yep, one shot, one kill.
Don't fucking lie to me. I just got killed.
Swear to God, I just got a kill.
Is that sass I hear from you?
Look, I cannot revive you if that's what you want.
Is that sass?
Hey, keep an eye open for that tank, boys. Let us know if you got him sighted.
Thanks, puppy. Smoke it. Smoke it and push up. Smoke it. Smoke it.
Thank you. Somebody's really crazy. There's a dishka on top of this building that you can build up.
Oh yeah, there is.
Go, go, go.
And I'm fucking. I'm
Dude,
gonna
300,
build it and I'm gonna load it.
300 top gold.
Got killers in the field. For real, for real. Turn a rat to a meal. I need to play that song. Should get me pumped up. For real, for real. Fuck it. Let's get it. Well, I can only hear on one side. Oh. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Ah!
Come talk about it. Maybe you can shoot us from the home. Second floor.
I'm only gonna play this one song. Hey, thanks, Yepsy.
Dude.
Trying to think, man, if I should come and get you.
Hey, come here and take cover behind this wall.
We found enemy pub marked on the map.
You know, to your right, there's an exit. There you go. He's wet.
Fuck! No, I shouldn't have done that. Fuck.
Binoculars and the barrels going through.
Hey, do we get on there? MP1 or tag?
Some people can't do it.
I repeat, any visual on enemy BMP1 or tag. Over.
Some people can't do it. Well, the infantry is hard to get into. It's not hard to get into, but it's hard to pass. At least. It's not the easiest task to do. Dude, what the fuck? Where did I go last time? I think I ran this way, Captain America. Who's this guy? I think it's over here. Yeah, so, you know, once you join the army, especially in the infantry, you can easily shoot someone that's like over 300 meters away. Pretty easy. Like if I miss the one shot from 300 meters, probably 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna hit my second shot. So.
They do have a BMP. They do not have a BTR though.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, you're good.
I didn't put the mark down.
So honestly, like, you don't really need a scope, but nah, that was just the scope that I had at the time. Most of the time I use an ACOG. That was just one scope I had because the unit I had wasn't that funded. The unit I was in wasn't that funded, you know. But no, usually we use ACOGs. Usually I use an ACOG.
Backup's coming. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, that's like the northwest.
Yeah, yeah, so as long as you know how to shoot properly, like, you know, I mean, it's almost as good as iron sights, you know, like if you can shoot good with iron sights, you can shoot good with anything, especially at long range. It's just like anything that's over 300 meters is probably going to be hard for you to see, but if you could see it, you can hit it, definitely. If you're a good shot to begin with. It's especially in the army, if you're in the infantry, like they're gonna teach you how to shoot really good. I think I would go for military. I cried about that. I don't know if I understand that. It doesn't make any sense. I think I would go for military. I cried to my mom, so I got all the respect for anybody that's in the military. Oh, I got you. Even when he's behind a desk. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you on that. I appreciate it, dude. So stuff, is it for everybody the same? No, you could customize your gun. As long as it falls in regulations. No, you're good. You're good. Yes, don't worry, bro. You're good. I actually just read that wrong. But as long as your weapon is within regulations, like you need that. Oh fuck, dude. I'm dead. Like you need to have a fucking sight. Like you need to have a laser that works properly and that's in regulations. You need to have like if we use ACOGs, like you need to have the proper ACOG. We're getting fucking killed in this shit, dude. Yeah, like if we use ACOGs, you need to have a proper ACOG, which that's a shit ton of money. You could put a flashlight on your M4, you could put a flashlight, but like body parts, like you can't do that. You could take things off your M4, like certain people take off the heat guards, and then it becomes like the customized rail. Like the heat guards cover up like the customized rail, and then you could put. Yeah, if you want to use your own stuff. If not, you can use what the military issues you. Which, like, they can issue you a flashlight, but they usually take it away. They give you one on deployment. And then, they issue you a sight. They issue you a laser. They can issue you a grip on your M4. And then you could put your own customizable things on there. You could put your own buttstock on your M4. You could put your own sight. You could put your own flashlight if you want that. Put your own laser. You could do shit like that. So.
You guys can take this one. Somebody can go build a hive somewhere.
We're getting raped.
Yeah, I know it's pretty bad.
So lasers in real life don't work how they work in a video game. So you could still see them during the day. Like you could see them pretty damn good. You know, these lasers are pretty strong. So the way it works is like anything that laser is on, you could shoot it. So like you could hold your assault rifle with one hand and like turn it to the side like you see in like those stupid movies, like how like the gangsters do it. And you could shoot over your head, and as long as that laser's on whatever it's on, you're gonna hit that. No matter what. And there's different stances to hold the laser so it's steady, and it's actually super simple. One is the hip, and the other is up here. Is holding it up here, like right here, and having the buttstock like tucked in right here, and the other one is down here, is holding it at the hip. And you can easily shoot someone in the head from 250 meters away just by putting the red dot on the person's head. So that's the point of having a laser. So like if you're reloading or doing anything, or if you have it on, you know, and someone pops up and you put your laser on them, you can just shoot them without putting your eyes down the sight, ultimately. You know, for close quarters, you know, when you're going through close quarters, you can put your laser on things so you're not always just like looking down the sight like this, like going through a building. Even though a lot of people are like that anyway, but when you bring your weapon down, you know, for certain things, you can have your laser on, and you could turn it on and off pretty easily too. Laser, so.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah. And the military teaches you how to, you know, it's not just slapping your laser on, it's slapping on your sight. Like you have to, it's called zeroing your weapon. You have to make sure that your rounds line up with your laser. And it's pretty easy to do. You just need to know how to do it. It's actually super easy to do it. You just need to be good at shooting, for one. Like the better at shooting you are, the more accurate your laser will be in your sight. And then the next thing is to make sure your rounds line up with your sight. And usually wherever you put that sight, and that's from iron sights to red dot and whatever, and as long as you have proper shooting form, and you know, if you're looking down the sight, so like if you're looking down the sight and shooting, if you don't have proper form, your round might just completely miss the target. But if you have proper form and you know how to shoot, you know, like there's all these different things that help people become a better shooter, you know, and these little techniques all help with being super accurate when you're shooting. Like one is when you're shooting an assault rifle, is to keep your cheek on the, so when you aim through the assault rifle, your cheek should be on the back of the gun, you know, looking through the sight. And when you shoot, you should never take your size out of the sight. So you shouldn't shoot and then lift up, shoot and then lift up. You should shoot and have confidence and keep moving. Because when you shoot and lift up, you're changing your eyes. You're changing your eyes alignment on the target. So that's not something you want to be doing. And then you also want to keep your cheek on the side. So if it's not resting on the side of the weapon on the buttstock, then most likely your head's going to be jumping around or whatnot, and you're not going to be as accurate as you would be.
And you guys got eyes on the enemy armor? Right here.
The next thing is a lot of people shoot with like their elbows out, like they'll hold their gun like this, which is the worst way to do it. When you shoot, your elbow is supposed to be in, like this, and that'll help with just like stabilizing you, keeping you stable. And it'll help with accuracy, like big time accuracy. The more stable you are, the more accurate you'll be. There's proper breathing techniques to shooting also. Like when you exhale is gonna be the time when you're the most accurate. When you breathe in and then you exhale. That's when you're the most accurate. fucking asshole. Nah, it's not. So like if you're shooting any weapon, like I think the only weapon you'll shoot like that is I think maybe a shotgun, just because of the recoil to it. Like I'm talking like a fucking like hunting shotgun or something like that. I've never shot a shotgun before. I was supposed to,
Enemy rocket techies down up here.
but I didn't. So the reason why is because like when you shoot an assault rifle or a carbine or a rifle in general, like
Yeah, guys, we need bodies.
like the buttstock goes under your under your armpit, you know, and it tucks away in there. You don't have it. You don't have the buttstock like here on your shoulder or like out here. You're not holding it out like that. Like you want to hold the weapon in, so it's stable.
Yeah, I'm setting up. I'm just gonna set up tabs all over the place.
Sometimes you gotta be fearless. You gotta be an animal. You gotta be a ferocious animal.
I'm gonna shoot right for that class.
But there's a lot of military jobs that aren't in combat. You know, I think there's only like 4 or 5 actual combat jobs. You know, in the army, like real like combat jobs, and all the other jobs are pretty safe unless like we're in like a big war. Yeah, unless there's like a big war, you know, in a big war, then practically everyone has a dangerous job, especially the people. Especially everybody, but even like the non-combat people have super dangerous jobs because those are the people enemies will target and stuff like that. Yeah, they do. Yeah. No, infantry is like what we're doing right now in the video game. That's what infantry does. in real life. So like what I'm doing right now is what I do in real life. Except I've never been to war. But this is what I train for and everything like this. Yeah. 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 I'm fine with dying, so what's that? I don't want to die, but if it happens, it happens. Nah, I'm not afraid. I'm fine with it. I've had a lot of my best friends get killed in life, and I've known a lot of people that have gotten killed, like murdered, not just die. Like a couple of my best friends got murdered growing up. 2 of my best friends, and I've had other just like people I know that have been murdered. Yeah, it happens, dude. I don't know what else to say. It sucks, but
Nade, watch out.
don't shoot me. I'm crossing. Don't shoot me. Oh no. I got shot from the street. Side. Yeah, I think so too, dude. But but the thing is just there's just corrupt politicians. You know, there's just
Game's over.
there's just massive corruption, dude. Like, you know, whatever with the Iraq War, I don't really know what to say. This is the first time I've played bad in this game. The Iraq War, I don't really know what to say, but eventually, you know, Iraq was pretty like stable when we were there. You know, there was bad things going on, but like it was a lot less dangerous than what it was before with Saddam or what it was after, you know, what happened with ISIS. But at one point it was pretty nice, and then when Obama became president, he just took everyone and just left like that. He just left, and he put systems in that just turned Iraq into a hellhole. And that created ISIS, you know, like Iraq was good, and then we put a system in where it completely like destroyed almost like the entire Middle East, you know.
I'm guessing you want to be. No, please, I beg.
I think they do. I think they do use the scar. You know, so it's just.
Hi. I'm guessing you want to be a fire team again.
Sure.
I don't think all scars use a 20 magazine. I think some of them use something else. But the scar is a dope ass gun, man. The special forces in America use it. There's all different types of scars.
It's about to get fucking spicy.
Biden might what, Queasy?
And who? Flying Finn?
So, you know, and the thing about it is actually Biden and Obama and Hillary Clinton, like they're on video, like it's a fact, it's not fiction. Like they were giving weapons to ISIS and they were giving money to ISIS. And like on video, their excuse was, we didn't know who they were at the time. We didn't know that they were a terrorist organization. We thought we were helping the good guys. Said, oh, there's some confusion, you know. So like, we go there to do these things, and then we have corrupt people that do things like that, you know, and they get away with it. And look what happens: ISIS was created through the funding of America. And we paved the way. We got rid of Saddam Hussein. We only let a certain religion have government jobs.
I'll give you my bond.
And
I'll get that sniper.
we only let a certain religion be police officers and military, and we locked up all of Al Qaeda and all of Saddam's guys, and we just left. And we freed all of the Al Qaeda guys that we locked up, and they created ISIS. And then eventually, Obama and Biden and Hillary gave them weapons. They gave them weapons, they gave them money, and then they said, we didn't know we were funding those people.
Alright, Bravo. Just set up wherever you feel comfortable.
Yeah, you know, I don't, you know, I don't think it was all just the government. Like, did they have something to do with it? Probably, yeah. But the thing is like it's a fact. Like, it's a fact that.
Yeah, I'm drinking beer.
Like, it's a fact that when 9/11 did happen, you know, what was his name? Osama bin Laden was watching for it to happen. All of those guys were Osama bin Laden's guys, you know. And whether he was intertwined with the American government or not, like it was still Al Qaeda that did it. And were there corrupt people in the government that probably had something to do with it? Of course, there's always corrupt people in the government. So I don't really feel like that's like a legitimate thing, because there's always corrupt people in the government. Like I said, like Biden gave money to ISIS. Like ISIS has killed way more people than Al Qaeda will ever kill. And ISIS is like a form of Al Qaeda, but still, like, you know, there's always corrupt people in government, you know. Like, I agree with you, you know, but it wasn't just our government. Like, that's like saying like all the soldiers are bad, you know. That's like saying all soldiers are bad, because there's been soldiers who have fucking executed Iraqi civilians for absolutely nothing. You know, it's just. I think it's an obvious, of course, but I think it's something that people need to acknowledge. Like, it wasn't just like a few people in our government, because it wasn't our entire government. It's not like everybody in our government was just like, oh god. Yeah, it's not like everybody in our government was just like, all right, we're gonna blow up the Twin Towers today, and no one's gonna do anything about it, and we're gonna blame fucking Bin Laden. Like, nah, that's not what happened. Like, it was probably majority of Al Qaeda, and then probably a few people in our government. That's it. Well, yeah, it is, you know. I agree. I agree, but I think we're the best country in the world, you know. Like, I really do. Honestly, I wouldn't want to live any other place, but I think right now we're more corrupt than ever before. No, my roommate's infantry. I'll blow this sucker up, dude. There we go. I mean, right now the political, like, there's always been corruption in the U.S. government. Like, it's a fact, you know. But right now it's worse than ever before. I'll gladly tell you that. Like, right now it is way worse than it's ever before. The politicians are just out of hand. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I changed the field of view, ESP. Yep. So I'm about to fuck these guys up, bro. Oh, I knew I should have hid. Yeah, I do. You know, everyone always says that. Oh, put the field of view in, put the field of view in. You'll be able to see people better. But, like, honestly, like, I have a dope-ass computer with dope-ass graphics. And, honestly, like, I get my eyes checked, like, every 5 months in the Army. And my eyes are better than 20/20 vision. Like, I have, like, above perfect vision with my eyes. Like, I see everything. So I have, like, eagle eyes. So, like, I don't need, like, everything that's on my screen. I'm gonna see it anyways, you know. And I kill enough people in shooting video games. Like, it's not like I'm, like, struggling to get kills when I play a shooting game, you know. You know, so, like, I like to see everything that I can see. If I don't see somebody, that means I just don't see somebody. which happens, and there's all different types of factors to that, and none of that has to deal with how it really is a couple things that's in. Yeah, I hear you on that. Hear you on that, dude. Where are these people? I think we're just fucking them up right now. I think Donald Trump is a great president. I think he's awesome. I think he's the best president we've had in years. Probably one of the best presidents ever. I think Donald Trump is. I mean, he's a billionaire. He doesn't need extra money. He's not corrupt. And what's going on right now is insane with the media and a lot of the politicians. Like a lot of the politicians in America own the media, you know, and they hate Donald Trump for doing what he's doing. He's gotten rid of a lot of the people in the FBI. He's gotten rid of a lot of people in the CIA. You know, it's just crazy, dude. I think it's the other way around. I think it's the higher you go, the more zoomed back you are. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I just can't be that zoomed in on any game. Because when I'm that zoomed in on any game, see? Yeah, when I'm that zoomed in on any game, like, I just feel like I'm like looking into a magnifying glass while playing a video game. Which feels completely fake to me. It just doesn't feel real. Yeah, but, you know, I mean, everything is fake until something actually happens, you know. And a game is fake, like you're saying, but, I mean, there's a difference between... But there's a difference between you could play a video game that every character looks like a Disney character, and the characters look like Barney or Winnie the Pooh, and they're shooting Nerf guns, and it could be a first-person shooting game, or you could play a shooting game like this. So I think when people say games are fake, you know, concerning like the video game wise, it's just like a, no offense, dude, but I think it's like a stupid answer, just because I feel like in general, you know, video games are just meant for like to play and be simulation, and you can make a video game super realistic if you want to, like in the video game. So when I play the video game, you know, I like more realistic video games, you know. Like I wouldn't play Call of Duty because, you know, I just think it's super unrealistic, and like Fortnite, it's too unrealistic. Like, Fortnite's fun to play, but it's just not realistic, you know, and I have more fun playing games like this, you know.
You can see the infantry or base.
All in all. Yeah, there's bullet drop in squad. There's bullet drop in squad. But it's not just bullet drop. It's just everything about the game. Yeah, it's just everything about the game in general. That has to be more realistic for me. It's mainly like moving mechanics, like physical aspects, like the way the people are in the game. Not the players, but like the way the characters are, like stamina and movement, and their breaths. It's little things like ricochets, combat, actual combat, the weapons, like how the weapons are, the damage they do, everything like that. Like the setting of the game,
You're safe to go out.
the actual gameplay of the game. Like,
Yeah, you see that smoke beyond that.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man, you're fine right here. You can actually jump out, but they're coming. I'm just trying to shoot.
I don't see them.
Everything's northeast. No, you could jump out this wall. You're good. Everything's clear.
Is
all over that smoke?
Is that sass I hear from you?
No, you good.
Are you sassing me, dude? Alright, later, Yepsy. Thanks for the follow, Yepsy, bro. Peace, doggy. Happy hunting, my dog. Keep killing people, dude. Peace, bro. Thanks for the follow. Dude, I can't do this anymore. How do you rename your squad? Oh, fuck me. Zaquan! Zaquan, my bad, dude. My bad, man. Yo, Zaquan, my brother. My bad, dude. My bad, Zaquan. Zaquan. My bad, bro. I didn't see your thing till later. Zaquan.
Guys, give up the first point. Let's let this game be a bit fun. Drawn out. Give up.
How about we can make it really fun by someone hopping in the armor tank squad with me, then I could take out their armor, then we'll just have to face their infantry. Send one of your guys over here. To my squad. Let's do this shit, dude.
We spawning.
At main, bro. You ready to kill a motherfucker?
Yep. Yeah.
Am I a lead crewman?
They said you were just SL. I couldn't.
Alright, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me.
Why? There's a
Kill me.
ammo crate right here.
I said kill me now! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I purposely missed. You like that shit?
I don't think I could change my guy here.
You should be able to. There's a role change. I think you'll be in command and support for a lead crewman.
Is that sass I hear from you?
No.
Alright, let's roll. Yo, Zaquan, brother. Yo, my bad, dude. I accidentally wasn't in I accidentally wasn't looking at my YouTube.
Yo, boys, if you want a rocket airstrike, call it in. I'll send it.
Send it, bruh.
Bruh, you gotta fucking mark it, bruh. Mark it on the enemy hand. I'll fucking blow it up, bruh.
Dope, dude. Dope, Zaquan. It's all good, bro. I feel you, man. Dude, these things are actually pretty fast.
Yep, EMUs have a good speed on them. Bradley's be slow as hell though. I hate those driving those things, man.
So, what type of weapons you got up there?
Guys, try to calm
I got
down.
7. I got anti-armor rounds. I got high explosive, and I got smokes, and I got the machine gun as well up here.
Alright, so you know how to use them?
Yeah.
Alright, dude, just massacre everybody you see, alright?
Yeah, dude.
Is that sass I hear from you again?
No, I got you, SL. I got you.
Alright. One love, one love. I know, it's just I don't like playing Fortnite that much, Saquon. I'm not good at it. I used to be super good at it when I was over in Africa. I used to play with my buddies over there, but I'm no good, dude. I'm no good.
Uh-oh. There's a dead tank in the road. I don't like the looks of that, man. That'd be spooky.
I think that's a prop, dude. I think that shit's been there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I hear vehicles, don't know if those are friendly.
Nope. Do you see him?
Yeah, no visual on it yet. Oh, whole vehicle? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's up on the road though, looks like.
Oh, there it is.
It's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, it was enemy. Yeah, they killed
Oh,
him.
right in front of us, right in front of us. He's in the bush. Oh no! Get ready. Contact to the southwest.
Whole vehicle, whole vehicle.
Are you getting him?
Yeah, I think I might have gotten him. Can we drive around and see?
Are you talking about the vehicle that shot at us?
Wait, oh, where is it? Do you have markings for it?
Oh my god. Yeah, it was southwest. Oh my god.
Southwest, gotcha. No, I saw enemy infantry, so... Looking southwest, I'm not seeing the enemy vehicle right now.
It was around there. I marked it on the map. It lit us up pretty bad.
Was it one of their Humvees or MRAPs, or what was it?
Well, it has to be something armored because it fucked us up pretty bad. Couldn't have been a machine gun. Right in front of us, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in the house with the broken roof. Look right there, you see him? You ready?
I think I cleared out most of them here. Yeah. We gotta get them out. Oh, I got guided missiles on this line too.
Dip. 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Multiple enemies. Get him! Yeah! Whoa, fuck! Holding.
More enemies on the other side of the fence here.
Dude, we just got hit with a rocket. On our side. Bro, there's a vehicle right here next to us. South. You see it?
No, I can't. Not through the bushes.
I'm stuck. Oh no! Oh, I think somebody just blew him up. Did you get him?
I think, yeah.
Oh, we almost got hit with a rocket. Oh no!
No, I didn't see where that hat was.
You
Yeah, I
did
didn't see where
good.
that heavy AT was, so that was my bad. Yeah, we should mark it that there's heavy AT up there, but we got their Bradley, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, mark heavy AT up there too if you can. I saw there is a lot of AT they had up there.
Like rocket launcher guys?
Yeah, like anti-tank rockets. They had like at least 2 or 3 guys still with AT on them. Yeah.
Dude, they took all the armored Vics. Yeah, it was
Yeah, we
fun.
could always just go for one of those other ones.
Yeah, we could take the Humvee. Hopefully this guy doesn't take it real quick. He's about to take it.
Oh no.
Yeah, hurry up and get it before their squad lead approves it.
No.
Shoot him out. Shoot him out.
We need a ride. We need a ride.
Let's go, SL. Let's ride along with them.
Wait. Right now it's 8 o'clock. I actually have to go to breakfast pretty soon.
What's up, SL?
Hello.
Guys, if you want an artillery barrage,
It's 8 a.m.
rocket strike, just call it in. I can send it in right now. Got both rocket strike and artillery.
Affirmative.
See if you can get one on, see if you can get one on abandoned airfield. Seems like everyone's gonna be heading there.
Combat roll. Fuck.
We have a squad 1 and squad 2 overlooking it, so just have them mark it and drop a strike right on the airfield.
Yeah, you heard it, boys. Mark it, and it's coming in.
Yeah, that would actually be perfect. There's a shit ton of enemies still there.
13-point turn per squad. Pog champion.
As for us, command, we're gonna be moving northbound, right behind your tank and your squad.
Copy that.
Oh baby, oh baby. What time is it in Jamaica? It's probably like 10 o'clock. Jamaica. Jamaica,
Pinocchio drift style driving, man. You know, it's making me dizzy up here, but I'm digging it. Your mic keeps heading out, Amelia. Boss.
This guy's mic keeps cutting out, right? It's not just me.
Nah, yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh god.
You see it?
Oh, those aren't enemies. Yikes. Yeah, keep going. I thought I saw enemy tangos, but they are not. I was just seeing things. My bad.
Yeah, squad 2, can you confirm that those marks are accurate? The BMP and DTR mark.
It is destroyed.
Sorry, not BTR and BMP, IFV and APC.
Wait, we're driving up their main base right now.
Yo, let me drive. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, that's why we're up here. Got it. Sounds like an enemy Vic to our northeast currently.
Guys, they're capping barracks right now.
Cause me and Jay-Z got a lot crazy. It's not me driving, it's this fruitcake.
Oh, gotcha. I thought I saw enemies on the radio tower just now. Oh no, those are friendlies. Never mind. Okay, I'm just seeing shit. That's first squad. That's what it is. I don't see shit here, bud.
Let me drive this vehicle. Let me drive it. You're like get another seat, bro.
Wait, what?
Dude, for some reason I can't drive this vehicle. I don't know why.
I can't because we can't because it's another squad's vehicle. That's why.
Why can't I claim it?
I don't try. You should be able to. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I've never had this problem either. It's all good. I can't be in here with this guy. I gotta go kill people and shit. Yo, look, they just destroyed our hab right here. Yo, Raymond. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? I'm gonna die. Bitch.
Man, we currently have friendlies shooting at our position. We're right across, right near the airfield. Just tell whoever that is in that big apartment, stop shooting at us. It seems to be people from Squad 5. Squad 5 is currently firing at friendlies. Tell them to back off.
Squad, you just give me his position. I have to do that.
Alright, we'll just, yeah, that's
I told him. The fucking squad is just idiots. All he did was shoot machine gun and shot trucks.
No!
Machine gun. They're autistic enough that they lost the machine gun to enemy, so it's currently the enemy shooting the machine gun. Very fucking nice.
Okay, we got squad 8, bro.
Fucking bollocks.
He says autistic. The fucking squad is autistic.
Fucking bollocks.
Let's pull back to Geneva. Let's fortify Geneva to the top. Get machine guns set up. Get a hammer on. Get an attack up on apartments as well on both. Let's get going.
Alright, everybody, I'm gonna hop off. I'm sorry, Gundam, but I'm gonna hop off, dude.
No, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, dude. Gonna go eat breakfast.